didn't see you there. Today, we're going to talk about planning. We're going to talk about setting down on paper your plan to survive. Survive any situation, be it apocalyptic or just an everyday survival situation. Once you get it down on paper, you'll be able to look at it, critique it, and fashion it to your own particular needs, whatever medical needs, physical needs, or basic survival needs that you may have that would differ from me. It's called the 5-paragraph order. Now, it's taught in the military. I learned it in the Marine Corps. And it is a basic, simple way of planning. Remember, plan your work, work your plan. So come on with me as we explore this wonderful new thing called planning survival. What you see here is an actual 5-paragraph order from the Marine Corps. And you'll see it's broken down into 5 paragraphs, each one individual and none more important than the other. Every one of them needs to be filled out, and you need to become familiar with it. As you can see, you can change, like the first one, I just changed it to survival. Change it to whatever you want, but that should be really kind of, because we're dealing with survival here. And then as you'll see, we'll change some of the other ones. Now, you can do these completely yourself, and we're going to talk about that as we go through, but there you go, personal assessment. Very first thing you need to do is assess your personal abilities. And be honest. Be completely honest with yourself. This is not a time to pad anything. Okay, now we've changed the friendly forces. Family, friends, and neighbors. Know what you have available and who you have available to help you. That's important. You may not have anybody, but because it may be that type of situation, but you also may be able to list people that can really help you. Now, I've took everything out below that because mission is probably, in my opinion, the most important paragraph here. That's a who, what, when, why, and where. All of that needs to be listed. And you need to get as specific as possible. Don't leave anything out. Your mission, of course, is to survive. Who? List your group members, their names. You may even put what they're capable of. What? What are you going to carry? Everything that's in your survival kit plus everything else. When to leave, when to meet, possible worst case scenarios. Now we see here one that we've started to create for ourselves. Okay, we're not going off anybody else's, we're going to create our own. You're going to list your situation, and as you go on, you'll see how you can make this your own. There's your mission. Mission, very important. Available resources, friendly forces. This is a little bit simpler, maybe a little less cluttered, something you may find easier to do. There's any number of ways this can be formed to fit you. As you can see, I've filled it out as we go along. How will you move? How will you dig in? All of these things are important, every single one of them. But it's all going to be tailored to fit you. That's what's important here. But don't leave any of this out. Service and support, that's important. Your manpower. Where are you going to locate and obtain more materials? Medical, water and food procurement, defensive arms, ammo, all of this. And it has to be, and be as specific. You can cut it down later. Your command and signal, that's important. Who's in charge and when are they in charge? Your communications, how are you going to communicate? What signals and codes to make sure you know who you're talking to? All of that, so very important. There you have it, everybody. The 5-paragraph order. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you, and I hope you learned something, and I hope every single one of you sit down and put your survival plan on paper, whether you use the 5-paragraph order or you come up with something of your own. But I hope every one of you does it, and I hope that you survive, and I hope that if anything ever happens, I see you out there. This is Garth. Thanks for watching.